Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 4, Your Lordship. On behalf of the council for the petitioner, people, Your Lordship.
4.
Yes, Lordship. Item number 4.
Yes.
Lordship, I pray that this matter may be passed over for tomorrow, Your Lordship.
Okay. Just a minute, huh?
Yes, Lordship.
So the prayer is for Thursday, that is 1 through
Yes, Lordship, tomorrow.
this tomorrow. Is prayed for by the Land Council for the parties. This is matter tomorrow on first.
Okay. Sir.
Okay.
Lordship, there's an interim, Lordship.
The interim order pass earlier shall continue till then.
Obliged, Lord.
May I please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 3, Your Lordship.
3 also, yes.
On behalf
there
of
is-
YP Gupta, Your Lordship.
There is a mention, yes.
Lordship, I pray that the matter be posted after 4 weeks, Your Lordship.
After 4 weeks,
Yes, Your Lordship.
okay. You're Mr.
M. Sula, Your Lordship.
Okay.
On behalf of
Counsel
YP
for the-
Gupta, respondent number 3, Your Lordship. Respondent number 2, Your Lordship.
Council. For respondent number 2. So who is for the petitioner here?
Lordship, I'm going for
Okay.
petition.
Praise for listing this matter after 4 weeks, to which Mr. Medover Land Council for the petitioner has no objection. List this matter after 4 weeks.
Lordship.
Okay.
Obliged, Lord. Lordship, I again beg to mention item number 5, Your Lordship.
5.
Yes, Lordship. On behalf of the council for the respondent,
No.
physical for the Lordship.
This one 31
After 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
after 2 weeks.
Yes, Lordship.
And who appear for the petitioner?
Lordship, we have taken the consent from both parties, Lordship.
Okay,
From the parties, Lordship.
okay, Mr.
Medover.
Medover. Land Council for, you are for respondent number 5
Yes, Lordship.
on the consent of the
Petitioner.
the Land Council for the petitioner. Praise for listing this matter after
2 weeks, Lordship.
listing this matter after 2 weeks.
Yes, Lord.
The prayer is allowed. List this matter after 2 weeks. Is there any interim? No.
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 Obliged, Lord.
Please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 6.
Okay.
Your Lordship, pleadings are completed if the matter be listed for hearing.
Okay, who is for the, you are for petitioner. Who is
Yes.
for the? Pleadings are completed.
Yes, Lordship.
Okay. Miss
Accordingly,
Land Council for the petitioner and Mr.
Young Gamin.
Land Council for Land Common Advocate. The Land Council for the party submits that the pleadings are completed and the matter is ready for hearing. Stuff. List this matter for hearing. In usual course, no? Okay.
much obliged.
Okay.
May I please, Lordship.
Yes,
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 10, Lordship.
10,
Yes, Lordship.
yes,
Lordship, here on 22/11, I was directed to take steps upon respondent number 1 on 2011. I've taken steps upon the respondent number 1 on 22/11. On 17/1/24, the acknowledgement received have been received. However, none appears today for respondent number 1. So I pray that 2 weeks time will be granted, Your Lord.
so 2 weeks time for what?
For the other party, Your Lord.
Okay, so no respondent, no one
Number
appears
1.
on behalf of respondent number 1.
Yes, Your Lord.
Okay. Mr.
Is that cool?
Land Council for the petitioner. Yes, petitioner. Sami said, although he has taken steps upon the respondent number 1,
Yes.
no one has appeared.
Yes, sir.
The Service still awaited or what?
Oh, service has been completed. On some,
Completed or still awaited? Have they received?
yes, sir. On submitting.
Good, good, speed post. Okay. Okay, Mr. Kulna, huh?
That will be, yes, sir.
Now counsel for the petitioner submitted, the service has been completed. However, no one appears on behalf of. How many
Respondent-
respondents are there?
There are two respondents, Your Honor.
Two respondents.
One is the private respondent and the other is the state respondent.
Okay. No one appears on behalf of the respondent number one. Stop. Mister. Yes. Land Council, Land State. The land government advocate appears on behalf of respondent number two. Okay. Stop. Is prayed for by the land council for the petition, at least this matter after 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Much obliged.
For motion item number one.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, in the instant matter, the petitioners are LOTs and shop owners who are running their business at New Market, Dimapur. Your lordship, what happened in this matter is that the respondent number 3 had written a letter to the respondent number 2, Joint Secretary, Municipal Affairs Department, Kohima, regarding the plan for demolition of old buildings at New Market and for reconstruction for market complex. So accordingly, respondent number 2 accorded approval for demolition of the old buildings at New Market. So your lordship, in view of the approval letter, respondent number 3, that is Dimapur Municipal Council, they had issued notice to the LOTs regarding the matter. So accordingly, the LOTs, the petitioners, they had attended the meeting which the respondent number 3 had called regarding the matter. And accordingly, the petitioners, they have expressed their grievances regarding the matter. So in that regard, the petitioners, they had also given one representation in writing to the respondent number 3, to which the respondent number 3 had given verbal assurance that their grievances would be looked upon. So your lordship, while the matter was thus situated, the respondent number 3 issued that imputed vacation notice dated 9/10/2023, whereby 30 days time was given to the petitioners to vacate the proposed demolition site. So accordingly, your lordship, since we had already given one representation regarding the matter, so after this impugned vacation notice, again we have given another representation where we have expressed our same concerns. Again, the respondent number 3 had given assurance that our grievances would be looked upon, but unfortunately that was not done. So here, lordship, the main issue is that whatever we have stated in our representation, first of all, your lordship, that impugned vacation notice itself says that there is one condition which says that provided yes, your lordship, provided the this demolition work should be undertaken by way of mobilizing the necessary funds locally. So here what it basically means is that the old buildings which are now going to demolish, the DMC, that is the respondent number 2 and 3, they are going to raise the fund against from us only, that is the business community. And after collecting that money only,
Where do we find that?
that is vacation notice, vacation notice. 131 page, your lordship.
Yes.
Petition notice, 131. Hmm? First paragraph.
Vacation notice 116.
116, your lordship.
Hmm.
Here they have given us 13 days time.
30
Or-
days
Yes, 30 days time.
to vacate.
Yes, your lordship.
Yes.
So after that, again, we had given representation where we have reiterated our concerns. And accordingly, respondent number 3 again had given us assurance, but since that was not done.
Yes.
Yes, lordship, our main concerns which we have stated. Number one, your lordship, for this particular project, there is government is not going to fund anything. So now since
Where do we find that the government is not going to
that is
give funds for construction?
Approval letter, page number. Approval letter. 97, your lordship, page 97.
Administrative approval?
Yes, your lordship. Here at last paragraph, it clearly says that this construction work should be undertaken by way of mobilizing the necessary fund locally.
Sure.
So it clearly shows that your lordship, government is not going to fund for this particular project. Only this concerned authority, that is Dimapur Municipal Council, they are going to collect the money from the business community only, that is from the petitioners. And on that basis only they will, after,
Where from you are submitting that it will be collected from the petitioner?
since your lordship, as per the approval letter, the government has clearly stated that the fund has to be collected locally. So here locally means, your lordship, DMC is going to collect the fund from us only. And now since your lordship, we are only running our business at the demolition proposed site.
Whether the government has demanded, ask you to pay or contribute fund.
That is
Now, how you are aggrieved by this?
your lordship, since I'm running my business at the proposed demolition site.
This is only an approval, administrative approval
Yes,
for
your lordship.
dismantling of market
131.
building.
Page 131, your lordship.
Yes, that is notice.
Yes. Here, we have been asked to deposit first installment before the end of this month. That is, today is the last date, your lordship. And in default of paying this
What
first,
installment? What is installment?
that is the installment, whoever is going to again occupy that particular place, which the government is going to build now, DMC. So if I want to occupy that place, I have to deposit this first installment. And that time, last time given is 31, today is the last date. And if I fail, then my allotment address shall be cancelled. And within this such period of time, your lordship, I am not in a position to pay this first installment.
This first installment is for construction of the building.
No. For after the construction of the building, if I am going to occupy that new building again, in that case, I have to pay this first installment, your lordship.
Okay.
And since I'm
So-
business community, for long years, I'm doing my business over there only. I'm not against this proposed plan. I'm only saying that I may be given some time. As of now, I am not in a position to pay this first installment. In case if I don't pay, then my allotment order shall be cancelled. And there was no such condition in the allotment order that,
The allotment not yet given.
no, already given, your lordship. I have enclosed, that is annexed. Okay, allotment order.
That is for the
Page
old,
34.
that is for the old business place.
Yes, yes, your lordship, that is the place which I am occupying now.
So that is,
So if I don't pay this first installment, now this allotment order.
how
will-
much is the first installment? How much they are asking for?
That till now, that calculation they have not provided us.
Then, so
And this is the last notice, your
this
lordship.
allotment order,
Yes, yes, lordship.
this is, this has been demolished now.
Yes, your lordship, this demolition drive is underway now since 19 of this month. Until now, 6 to 4 buildings has been already been damaged.
So, but then the building is for you only, for the business community only.
Yes, your
You
lordship.
have agreed to, you have agreed
Yes, your
for
lordship.
the construction of the new building.
No, 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 your lordship. I'm not against this proposed plan. I'm only saying that within this short period of time,
Okay.
that first installment, I'm not in a financial position now to pay that first installment. I'm only saying that,
All the petitioners,
yes, your lordship.
then if you want the building, if you want a shop, then you have to pay.
Yes, your lordship. That is what I'm saying. Let these all buildings be demolished and new market complex be built. I'm not against that.
Okay.
I'm only saying that as of now, that first installment.
Much
Which,
installment, you are seeking for time.
Yes, your lordship. Since
Say how much time?
your lordship, in my petition, I have given one of the prayers also that 6 month time may be given. So that in the
For
meantime,
the first installment.
no, 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 no. Not for first installment. After that, I will myself vacate that particular
No, this
place.
has already been demolished, you said.
Not
I've
all,
shown the
not all,
photographs also.
not all, your lordship. Only till now 6 to 7 buildings, not all.
How many buildings are there?
Exactly, I cannot say, but there may
But then you
be.
have shown the photographs also.
Yes, yes, yes. That is only as of now what buildings have been demolished.
You have to be then very
Actually, your
specific.
lordship, there are buildings and there are rooms also. So it's not that I'm occupying the whole building. I'm only occupying one room in that particular building. So as of now, I cannot say exactly, but there may be hundreds of buildings. And in all buildings, there are rooms, which we call it as stalls, which the DMC used to give trade license as well as allotment order.
But the building, once they have started demolishing the building, whole building will collapse.
Yes, your lordship.
Yes, then how do we separate?
But
Your-
now this demolition drive is not doing through this JCB. Since there are so many electrification wires also, so manually they are demolishing one by one.
So thereby, even if you are protected also, you will be the person who will be disturbing
Yes, your
for the
lordship.
demolition and construction of the new building.
Yes, your lordship.
How do we do that? While some, the other rest of the business communities, business place has been demolished, and then yours, if it is in the middle of the building, then how do we protect you?
Actually, your lordship, as per this vacation notice. Vacation notice.
You have shown the photographs,
Yes.
entire building. I
No,
think
no,
it has
your
gone.
lordship, to be specific. Vacation notice. Yes.
So your prayer is only to the extent that for payment of the
First
installment,
installment.
we want some time.
Yes, your lordship. And your lordship.
But
If-
then they have also not specifically mentioned. how
Yes,
much-
yes, lordship. May kindly come to page 116, your lordship. Actually, that whole new market area is not going to be demolished. They have given the specific site that is called as western side. And here they have given these specific locations also.
Now, when you agree that you are not against the demolition and construction, then,
Yes, your lordship, as of now,
yes,
as I said, number one, your lordship, I'm for long years, I'm doing my business over there. So within such short period of time, it is not possible for me to shift my business
no,
from there to another
this
place.
process has started in the month of March,
Yes, your lordship.
2022 only. Sorry, 23.
No,
In
no,
the begin-
in the March, this approval was given by the government
Hmm.
and,
Yes.
and after
And
that,
it was you all were aware of this,
yes, your lordship,
Yes,
and we
all of you.
also attended the
and
meetings.
then, the agreement entered into by this business community and authority, it was agreed, and then subsequently it was approved,
Yes, your lordship.
on your agreement only. Then
Definitely, it was within our knowledge.
March is now almost 1 year.
Your lordship, that is what my submission is there. I'm not denying that it was not in my knowledge.
Okay.
When this approval was given,
Hmm.
this respondent number 3, they have given notice, and accordingly, we had also attended the meetings.
Yes.
And as I said, in the said meetings, we had expressed our grievances, and we have also had given 2 representations where we have stated our grievances. Since we were given verbal assurance that our concerns would be looked upon, but that is what, because of that representation, we were also waiting that this respondent number 3 would provide us some alternate place so that we can run our business at that alternate place for our livelihood. But that was not done. After that, even after giving representations, this impure
Now, at the
vacation-
time of decision,
Hmm.
that the said building will be demolished, and in place of the said demolished building, new building will come up. There must have been some agreement,
No, this is totally falls under jurisdiction of Dimapur Municipal Council, your lordship.
no, at that time, you must have discussed about the providing of an alternate location.
Yes, your lordship, we have given in our representation also.
Where is the alternate location? They have given.
No, no, no. We have only prayed to the respondent number 3 that in the meantime, while this demolition work would be undertaken, we may be provided to some alternate location so that we can run our business.
This one annexure seems not complete, because there must have been some documents whereby in the meantime, during this demolition and construction of the new building, some alternate location must have been, of course, identified.
No, that is what, your lordship, that is what our grievances is that they have not informed us anything regarding that alternate place also.
Now, you said you had participated in the meeting also.
Yes, and actually we did not tell the respondent number 3 that we need this particular alternate location. We only said that from your side, any particular alternate location may be provided
Now,
to us.
where this businessman
Hmm.
whose this place has been demolished, where they are now?
Now, they are not doing this 6 to 4 building which has been demolished. Now they are not running their business, and not all, but only, as I said, 6 to 7 buildings have been demolished. Now they are not running their business. Remaining, they are also doing as of now, they are doing their business. So, your lordship, as I said,
What is your specific prayer?
my specific prayer is that I'm not against the new
Yes,
proposed plan,
while saying that you are not against it, what is your specific prayer?
because it's a government policy. Because I'm
Okay.
only because of that allotment order, I'm running my business, so I cannot stop that. My only concern is that within this short period of time, it is not possible for me to shift my business, as well as I'm not in a position to pay that first installment. So I'm only seeking for some time so that in the meantime, I can shift my business, as well as if again wants to occupy that particular place, I will pay the first installment. That is my only grievances, your lordship.
Okay, at the moment, you say, since you yourself says that you are not against
Yes, your lordship.
against the demolition, and it is also for construction of the new building. So we can, what we can do is we can just issue notice and let them also come that whether they have identified the new location, or if they can consider that for the payment of the installment, if they can consider, because you said that you have participated in all the meetings
Yes, yes,
and then you have no objection.
yes.
You will cooperate with
Yes.
the authority also. So under the circumstances, we can only issue notice, let them appear.
No issue, your
With some
lordship.
proposal, with some
Only
proposal.
since if there is no interim relief,
What interim you are?
I'm only paying for this staying of the vacation notice and notice.
No, vacation, you said you have yourself had, you see,
Yes. if
and it's
you're-
the
if-
photographs of the
Yes,
demolished
Lordship.
building already. So
If-
how do we stay?
If that has not been
They have already,
stayed,
they
then
have
this
carried out the demolition since when?
since 19 your lordship.
Since 19, you see,
Yes.
almost, it is finished already.
No,
What's the
no, no.
point?
Till now only 6 to 7 buildings.
No, no, that cannot be because they have, once they have started in the building,
And now your
So how do
lordship,
we
if
protect them?
there is no interim relief, then
no, why you did not come before that then?
that is what lordship.
Notice was given to you.
Notice
3
was
months,
given.
some around 4 months back,
No, no, no. Your Lordship, only that latest one is
October. Notice October 9th.
That that notice though we had participated, no doubt.
Yes, then,
No, no, no. This latest notice, your lordship.
no, what? You are waiting for another notice also.
No, no, no. This 131, your lordship. Here, as this is our main concern, your lordship, page 131. As per this notice, today is the last date we have to pay for first installment. Otherwise, this our allotment order shall be cancelled.
You see, this also was issued on 10th.
Yes, your lordship.
You have come on the last day. It's difficult to understand why you have come on the last day.
Your lordship.
Even if any order pass also, today you would have, by the time you receive the order also, if there is any interim also, it will be difficult.
So lordship, if there is no interim relief, no doubt, notice this court will issue.
Why don't you make a prayer before the concerned authority seeking time?
That is what your lordship,
Have you-
we had made 2 representations.
Where is the representation against this 10th January 24? Is it
124,
only,
your lordship,
Hmm?
page 124.
No. Page 124 is representation against the earlier notice and then where you thereafter also you attended meeting, but you said that you are agreed by this notice dated 10 January.
Yes.
So this representation was written in the 10th. This was written on October. How it is against the
Your lordship, regarding that,
this
uh,
representation was written in October,
yes.
and the limited prayer was to fix the time frame for completion of the building and other compensation. That is different. My query is, have you made any representation against this notice of 10 January 2024?
No,
Thereafter-
no,
See,
lordship.
You should have approached the authority concern only, instead of approaching directly here.
Yes, we were verbally, we requested them, but since they did not consider our prayer, no doubt, we did not make any representation in writing with regard to this notice.
That should have been, because this notice must have been issued because although you have been participating in the meeting also. And then thereafter only, I think this notice, final notice has come. You were asked to deposit. And then you yourself had volunteered to take the allotment, accept the allotment. And then you express your willingness to pay the installment. And then only probably it was agreed And then when you, some of you did not pay, then only probably this notice has been issued. And if you are aggrieved by this notice, you could have written representation against this for seeking some more time, not before the court.
If that is the case, your lordship, then what about?
And then if they fail to consider, then only, of course, you can come before the court. Then you have not approached. There is
Then,
no record of your having
then
approached
your
the
lordship,
approach.
if that is the case,
Hmm.
then what about our two representations which we had?
That is the
expressed-
earlier one. That is earlier one.
That is what your
Against
lordship-
something against that is there you have asked for the compensation. And then of course,
Yes.
the
Not,
alternate.
not only
In,
for,
in their representation, they have never raised these issues,
No, not.
which they are
Never,
raising not before
never.
this court.
no, no, no,
because
no,
this
no,
was not
your
issued
lordship.
also.
Yes.
At that time, this was not issued
So,
also.
so your lordship, if after receiving this particular notice,
Hmm.
they should have projected their grievances before the department
Right.
who have issued this notice.
Hmm.
And lordship, not
Se-
only that, in their prayer also,
Hmm.
this is not the prayer they have made in the writ petition.
Your lordship, as I said, in our representations, we have clearly prayed for providing us alternate locations. But
Alternate location. Yes.
we
So,
have already prayed
Just
for
just a minute,
alternate
just a
locations.
minute. So this is this prayer probably, and this they have also in the representation also they have clearly mentioned that during this period, the alternate plot, alternate location or site should be identified. So what the government did, any provision for or any alternate location identified, because this is a business community, entire business establishment will have to be shifted somewhere, or and they cannot just abruptly stop.
Lordship, that as far as the alternate arrangement is concerned,
Hmm.
that is something that the instruction needs to be taken.
Hmm.
However, the submission made by my learned friend here
Hmm.
with regards to the payment of the first installment, this is not a prayer made by
Yeah.
them in the writ petition.
That is not.
This is totally a different issue they're raising before my lord.
So then this one regarding this payment of installment, you better approach the authority, and if they fail to consider, and if they try to and then despite of your request or representation submitted to the authority, if they fail to consider and then cancel your allotment, then of course you can approach. So this you have not, no averment also. This is the last.
Yes, regarding that last notice, I admit your lordship, we did not
Okay,
make
then-
in
then-
writing any
okay.
representation.
Okay. And then this, what we'll do is we'll issue notice and then obtain instruction. And then you see government, when the government demolish this, say how many shops it would be.
Your lordship, as I said,
I think the petition itself is some around 78. How much? How many? 84.
84.
So it will be more than 84. So if the market stop, and probably since they are earning from this business only for their livelihood, so probably the alternate location, alternate arrangement has to be made by the government.
Lordship, in fact, since all these things were happening for the past 8 to 9 months,
Yes.
the petitioner should be well aware by now whether there is any alternative arrangement being given to them or not. Because their representation also was submitted, your lordship, if you see, their representation also was submitted on 17/3/2023. The first representation, where again, the second representation, which is at page 124, your lordship, this is on 20/10/2023, where they are reiterating and supplementing their first representation that was submitted on 7/3/2023. Yes. Now, your lordship, in the petition which is I've gone through, they are not stating that there is no alternate arrangement being made. They are just stating that their representation has not been considered. To top it, your lordship, in their prayer, they are seeking compensation.
In the prayer, of course, they have also made this to direct the respondent to provide some alternate location. site to the petitioner.
So when they are a part of the meeting, your lordship,
Yes,
they're already aware.
that is,
They're already aware.
I am saying, your lordship, I am aware, but what about my representations? I am saying that in our meeting, we have expressed our grievances, but none of our grievances have been fulfilled before taking this demolition drive. At least since I'm running my business, and from there I'm earning my livelihood. So in that regard, at least respondent authority should have told us whether they are arranging or not. We did not get any response in that regard.
will issue notice, you obtain instruction,
Lordship,
and at the same time,
yes. If I may be allowed to, your lordship, take my lord to page 105 of the presentation, your lordship. Here the representations relates to
which one?
page 105 of the presentation submitted by the petitioner, annexure 5, your lordship.
Yes. This was 22, this was in August.
Yes, your lordship.
Their prayer is to
Give them the,
give the time frame for completion of the project
yes,
and for an alternate location site, to provide alternate locations for business and also for compensation.
yes, your lordship.
Compensation will not be, of course, possible because
Your lordship,
they are.
why I prayed for compensation? Number one, this
Lordship,
Since-
if you see, they are stating that an alternate location site may be provided to the shop owners, traders, business community, establishment operating within the proposed demolition site. So that during reconstruction work, we or they can operate our or their business for their livelihood.
How then the building will come up
Lordship. So
in the same place?
representation can be considered, but can this kind of representation be considered, your lordship?
Compensation cannot be because you are only occupying on rent basis, and you have accepted the terms and condition of the allotment order, where you are asked to construct your the door, partition wall, ceiling, etc. at your own expenditure, and you have accepted that one.
Correct, madam.
And then it is clearly said that you are bound to abide by the instruction.
Yes,
So you are a tenant, and then if you want to occupy to protect your own property, that is it. That compensation may not be there because.
yes. And the proposed site, your lordship,
And since you
itself.
have, since you have also no objection to the proposed demolition and construction
Correct.
of the new building, and then
Correct.
you will, in the new building, you only will be given the allotment.
yes, your lordship.
Yes. And
So if allotment is being denied to them, your lordship,
Mm.
they may have a case.
Yes.
As of
In
today,
that
your
case- in
lordship,
that
how can
case,
this
you have-
petition survive?
Your
If they
lordship.
cancel, if the allotment is denied to you.
Yes.
Or if they cancel this
Correct.
license, etc., then only you can come. But then
How are they aggrieved, your lordship?
under the circumstances, since you yourself the party you have participated, you have agreed, and you yourself has submitted that you are not against demolition and construction of the new building, then I think it will be difficult. But then for alternate course arrangement, so the government will obtain instruction.
Lordship, before that, your lordship, if I may be allowed to make one more submission. The petitioner, while the filing a writ petition, has to show that they are aggrieved with certain things, your lordship. In this writ petition, how is the petitioner aggrieved? Is it because of the notice dated 10 January 2024, asking them to make the first installment before 31st of January 2024? Is the petitioner aggrieved because of this? Or how is the petitioner aggrieved, Your Lordship? Because vacation order, they were very much a part of the meeting. They agreed to vacate. The petitioner cannot be aggrieved on that count. As far as compensation is concerned, Your Lordship, the petitioner cannot be aggrieved on compensation ground as well. So how is the petitioner aggrieved, Your Lordship? Even to issue notice of motion, Your Lordship, the petitioner has to show that he has been aggrieved of certain action of the government. In this instant writ petition, how is the petitioner aggrieved, Your Lordship? And if at all they are aggrieved by this notice dated 10 January 2024, then they should submit a proper representation before the respondent authorities. That is not done. And therefore, Your Lordship, this instant writ petition is not maintainable at all. How are they aggrieved?
Very well. So, since they have submitted a representation, praying for giving them an alternate location, so you obtain instruction. And
Your
then you
Lordship,
have not the
Lordship, representation
Hmm.
asking us to cite, give an alternative
Hmm.
site, on the demolition site.
you have also not disposed of the said representation submitted by the petitioners. And then verbally, they are repeatedly saying that verbally you have agreed to make an arrangement, but then not dispose of the representation, saying that we can't, or we are arranging. So you have not said anything.
Lordship, that in that aspect, then let this representation be disposed of purely with regards to the alternate site. Because the other issues that they have submitted in the representation cannot be considered at all.
Cannot be, but then you see, you obtain instruction because in any case, we have to answer that this cannot be. Say the compensation, supposing we do not know on what other terms, and then because you have said, you have asked them to construct all these. So when it was asked, so immediately after construction, and then you start taking these steps, again, of course, they also will be a loser. Anyway, you obtain instruction.
Lordship, then in that case, the respondent department may be directed to dispose of this representation
Okay.
instead of
Is that
obtaining
okay?
instruction.
in that regard, Your Lordship, I have to take instruction because I'm not in a position to say anything on that as of now.
No, Your Lordship, it is their representation. Your
And
Lordship,
then obtain instruction, then we'll fix next week. You also obtain
tomorrow, Your
instruction-
Lordship, tomorrow, instruction to
Tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow can be.
Lordship,
Can also
Lordship,
be. Tomorrow or when?
Tomorrow, Your Lordship, I am not in a position.
Lordship to obtain instruction.
No.
It can be done now also in Lordship. in
Since Your
fact.
Lordship, there are many petitioners. It's not that one petitioner will
Okay.
take a
You have to
decision.
collect them and
Yes,
tell
Your
them.
Lordship.
Monday, Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday, because Friday I will not be there.
Lordship,
Tomorrow, if tomorrow is not possible, then it will be only Tuesday, not even Monday. Monday I will not be there.
Lordship.
Or Monday, of course, in another case, court. Monday.
Before my Lord.
Hmm.
Before my Lord. On Tuesday, before my Lord.
Tuesday, of course. I have no idea where they will list. Next week, we'll say next week. We'll say next week.
Yes, Your Lordship. Since even
Okay. Mr. Michael, not Michael. Okay. Mr. You are
P. Suren.
Suren, learning counsel for the petitioner. Speak for some time to obtain necessary instruction. List is matter next week. For motion. Mr. Anger, the land council. We are not issuing notice since he is,
Taking notice, seeking instruction with regard to
Instruction.
the disposal of the representation.
Yes.
says, in the meantime, sorry, Mr. Snema, appear on behalf of.
Lordship,
Advocate appear on behalf of the respondent. 1, 2, and 3, all I think.
all the respondents.
Respondents. Shall also obtain instruction with regards to the representation submitted by the petitioner, particularly the prayer for providing them an alternate location stroke site. Will be representation. Regarding providing, okay. Okay, so location, huh? For continuing. For operation of, also for operation of the business during the demolition and reconstruction of the proposed building. Okay. List is on the next page, huh?
Lordship, if the representation dated 22/8/2023 can be mentioned. Your
Okay,
Lordship.
representation dated.
22/8/2023.
It's almost the notice is will issue notice then. Only okay.
No, your Lordship,
Okay.
on the next
okay,
day.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Representation dated
22/8/2023, your Lordship. Page
22/8/2023.
Yes.
This is the second.
No, this is the first representation, man.
Okay.
The date, your Lordship will find it at page 107.
Yes, yes, yes. And
The second representation, they are reiterating their first representation only, man.
hmm,
So the main representation is this representation dated 22/8/2023.
and the second.
Your Lordship, this second representation, it has been made after this vacation notice, impugned vacation notice.
Second notice is dated,
Second,
sorry, second representation is.
2010, Your Lordship. Page
Where
124.
124. Okay, 20 and 2010/2023, huh? It's all the same, I think.
Yes, they are just reiterating the first one.
Okay.
Obligement.
Motion, item number 2.
May I please, your Lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, this matter pertains to appointment to grade 4 post. Land ownership basis, Lordship.
Okay.
Lordship, the government of Nagaland has formulated a policy scheme to provide for appointment to grade 4 posts. By its,
So when the respondent was appointed,
Lordship, appointed on 11.
so according to you, the respondent has been appointed, but she is not from, not the landowner,
To that part, I'm not concerned, but she is not an indigenous.
not an indigenous.
And grade 4 3 posts are meant for the indigenous as per the government notification and OIM, as per the policy, Lordship.
Okay, when she was appointed, the
Lordship,
respondent was appointed,
appointed annexure F, page 26. Type copy, Lordship.
This was in the year 2019.
Yes, my lord.
So why you are coming now then? 2019 after?
Lordship, because I was informed only at the later part. I was anticipating, waiting for my turn to consider my case for appointment on the scheme, as per the scheme. But I was informed from a relevant source that some other person have been appointed. And to that, this person is also not an indigenous of parent district. Whereas, Lordship, there is an deed of agreement which has been executed between my forefathers
Okay.
and the
which one?
common, that is annexure A, Lordship. Type copy, Lordship, come to page 18. It's very clearly stated here.
Yes.
Lordship, this deed was
What is the name of
executed,
the party here?
Lordship.
Name of the party?
Lordship,
Who is related? Who is your father, forefather, who executed this deed with the government?
Lordship,
What the deed says?
Lordship, yes. Terms of the deeds.
Hmm.
Number one, Lordship, married, Lordship.
Yes, please.
The acquisition of land is purely in the form of free will donation
Hmm.
to the government by the landowner of all parent village, and no land compensation shall be paid to the landowners. However,
Yes.
in lieu of the compensation, the landowner shall be benefited as under A, a commercial plot measuring 50 into 60 feet shall be allotted to the concerned landowners,
Hmm.
and that too selected landowners as per annexure A
Hmm.
enclosed, who are having their own land within the acquired area for extension of township administrative headquarter.
Hmm.
Now, Lordship, I am in within this number B, clause B, 1, clause B. As and when any vacancy arises, preference shall be given to the landowners for appointment to post of grade 4 staff. And I am within this, Lordship. I'm following within this parameter. And therefore, Lordship, this deed of agreement has also been upheld, or to that matter, has been verified, certified by the parent village council. That is annexure number C, Lordship. They have certified and verified that I am also the landowner.
But you are not the only one who has donated the land.
Of course, Lordship, therefore, some other persons have enjoyed their own benefits by claiming the plot of land 50 into 60 feet. The commercial plots. But whereas I've claimed nothing from the government after the execution of this deed of agreement, Lordship.
So
And for
you,
that, Lordship, if the government has to verify, then the office memorandum says so in para 3 clause P, Lordship. That they may verify if there's any deed of agreement between the landowner and the government. They can verify whether I am genuine or not. That can be done in that case, Lordship.
okay. So you have submitted this representation only
Yes, Lordship, on
23
20
April.
April 2023, Lordship. Until that, nothing is coming from the respondent, Lordship.
Will that be okay if
Lordship,
the court
I have
direct
only
to,
limit, yes, limited
dispose
prayer.
of your
Yes, Lordship, that is my only humble prayer. Very
dispose
limited
of your
prayer.
representation?
Yes, my lord. And
Okay,
keeping
yes,
in view of the office memorandum, then
yes,
the policies.
state who will reply.
Yes, your lordship.
Yes,
Lordship, very limited, it may be disposed of at this stage with the direction, Lordship.
so the petitioner has submitted, say to be landowner, has submitted. He is agreed by this appointment of the private respondent, who according to the petitioner is not a
Indigenous.
indigenous. And this appointment was done in the year 2019. But then this petitioner has come. Approached before the authority only in the year, only last year, 23, submitted representation. Now his limited prayer is to dispose of this representation submitted by him. Can you dispose of the representation with the direction to
Yes, your lordship, as per the
Yes.
office memorandum.
Yes, that's
can
what
be
the policy
disposed.
scheme.
Hmm. Okay. Pardon, Mr. Mr. You're Mr.
Lordship Ali Walsgum.
Aliba or Zukam,
Yes, my lord.
land counsel for the petitioner. And Mr.
Awesome local
Land Government Advocate.
government advocate.
For all the respondents. Sorry, for respondent number 1, 2, 3,
4.
1 to 4. huh?
Your lordship.
No one appears on behalf of the private respondent. Staff. Lara.
No, but even otherwise, I'm only projecting that only because of that, even I agree someone is existing against. Yeah. And even otherwise.
If I may.
Yes, yes, yes.
There is a private respondent involved, your lordship.
Yes.
Now, if they are challenging anything to do with the private respondent, your lordship.
No, I'm only,
Then in that case,
we are only coming to
then
the
in that case, I
operation of
think it will be appropriate to
disposal.
issue notice, your lordship. Yes.
We are only concerned about the
So,
disposal of the representation. So
he
what
is-
the private respondent
he
has
is
to do
only
with that
clear at the moment.
representation?
Is that because he has
Private
submitted the
respondent is
representation.
not concerned
Just
about
a
the
minute, huh?
representation, Lord.
He has submitted the representation.
Your lordship, if your lordship can give me 2 minutes, your lordship. Kunda, the representation?
In extra, last page. Last page. Lordship, with regards to respondent number 5, it is the prerogative of the respondent authority whether to keep it or not. My only concern is with regards to disposal of the representation, and that does not concern the present private respondent here. It limits only within the parameter of the representation, Lordship.
Lordship, the representation speaks about the petitioner being the landowner, and the private respondent has been appointed against the post, which are supposed to be given to the petitioner who is a landowner.
Yes.
So, your lordship, applying the principle of natural justice, your lordship, I leave it to my lord. Because in their representation, they have also stated that it is learned from the reliable source that Srimati Tony K, daughter of Putoy, has been appointed to the post of salesman on casual basis. Now, this happens to be the private respondent in this present petition, your lordship.
Yes.
Not only that, your lordship, on the last para, they say that considering the facts and circumstances stated above, I request your high authority to consider the case of the landowners for appointment to grade 4 post. Since I'm the only one landowner where the office of the Assistant Director of Supply Parent is located, my case for appointment to grade 4 post of scalesman held by Srimati K. Tony may be necessitated.
So notice need be issued.
Lordship, I leave it to my lord because
So
by
what
applying the
we'll do,
principle of natural justice, your lordship.
On the next day, we'll try to dispose of.
Lordship.
Start, Mr. Okay, that's it, no? Okay, issue notice. Returnable by 3 weeks. Where is the address?
Address is parent lordship. Parent.
Hmm?
3 weeks, I think it's okay, lordship.
It's okay.
3 weeks.
Okay. Since Mr. Krishna, Then government look at the field, accepted notice on behalf of the respondent respondent number 1 to 4. No further notice need be issued to the said respondent. However, the petitioner shall serve the furnished extra copies of the writ petition to the land government advocate during the course of the days, or when,
Tomorrow, lordship, after a
Okay.
day.
within 2 days.
Yes.
Well, within 2 days and stuff. So far as the respondent number
5, lordship.
5 is
I
concerned,
may be allowed to
the
take
petitioner shall
register,
take
registered.
steps by a registered post with AD within 3 days.
Yes, lordship.
Stop, and list is method after 3 weeks.
Much obliged. Lordship.
Address 3 weeks, 3 weeks, okay, or 4 weeks.
Lordship, 3 weeks should be
3
okay.
weeks,
It's not far from here, lordship.
Okay.
Much obliged, lordship.
Okay.
For orders, item number 7. Lordship, I believe the return service report is still awaited upon respondent number 2, Lordship.
Awaited for return service awaited. No?
Yes.
Okay. Mr.
Lordship, so in
Counsel
this
for the
case,
petition.
I may be allowed to take steps upon respondent number 2 through justice service, Lordship.
Okay, and the Verola counsel for the petitioner, staff. The return service, the service report in respect of respondent number
2.
Respondent number 2,
Yes, Lordship.
he is still awaited. Staff. And counsel for the petitioner. Praise
Appellant. Appellants.
Hmm.
Counsel for the appellant, Lordship.
You want to take press steps
Yes, Lordship, through
Oh.
justice service.
upon respondent?
Number 2.
Okay. Praise that he may be allowed to take fresh steps upon the respondent number 2. List this matter after
4 weeks, Lordship.
4 weeks. In the meantime, the petitioner shall take steps. Take a fresh steps upon respondent number 2 by a registered post.
No, through justice service, Lordship.
Through dusty service.
Yes, Lordship.
Okay, through dusty service. And file affidavit to that effect.
Yes, Lordship.
Okay, start. Mr. Bizimomi, and counsel for, sorry, and government advocates appear on behalf of respondent number.
One.
One. No. Okay, for the state respondent, stop. Okay,
Lordship, I will be taking the first steps within a week, Lordship.
press, state within a week,
Yes. Returnable after
allowed to
4
take a
weeks.
fresh step within a week. Okay.
Obliged, one.
For orders, item number 8. Lordship, the service upon the respondents are awaited, so service report may be awaited and listed after 3 weeks, Your Lordship.
Okay. Mr.
Aaron Long, Your Lordship.
Having done counsel for the petitioner. The office notes dated 5/12/2023 reflect that a service report in respect of service report for all the, okay, service report, no? upon, to the notice upon respondent number 1 to 8 is still awaited. Is paid for by the Nana Council for the petition. Please this matter after
3 weeks, Your Lordship.
3 weeks. Okay,
Awaiting
so
service.
who appears here for the government?
This is a contempt matter here.
For contempt only?
Yes.
Okay. Then in the second line, no one appears on behalf of the respondent, huh? Okay.
Lordship, respondent number 1,
Hmm.
I will appear, Your Lordship, only for respondent number 1, not for the other respondent. Your Lordship.
Okay, okay. So lead second line then, Mr.
And Angami, Your Lordship.
Angami would appear on behalf of the respondent number 1 and prays for some time to find affidavit
To take instruction, Your Lordship.
to obtain instruction stuff, huh? Then thereafter that office note, huh? Reflect that the on the respondent number 2 to 8, huh? Are still awaited. Okay. Okay.
Oblige.
Deeply obliged, ma'am.
Maybe so, Lordship. Lordship, we have issued notice on 6/12/23. However, we are not sure whether the notice has been completed upon the respondent's lordship.
Okay. Miss Joshua, na?
Mika, Lordship.
Mika.
Mika, Lordship.
Mika. Counsel for the petitioner, stuff. So anyone appear here in this case? Hmm. No one appears on behalf of the respondent. The office note dated 7/12/2023 reflect that notice upon the respondent number. The respondents are still awaited. The service report upon the respondents are still awaited. Stuff. When do you want?
After 3 weeks, Lordship.
After?
3 weeks.
Okay. List it in view of the above. List this matter after 3 weeks. No fresh notice at this stage. Huh? Okay. After 3 weeks. Okay.
Iman years of practice. Iman kita lively honestly. It motivates me to talk